Good morning, everyone. It's Susan Phelps.
And Judy Atari.
And what are you giggling about, Judy? We were catching up before we started recording this Zoom. We have a lot of information to share with you. And so don't go away, and please subscribe and like. And Judy, we've been forgetting to tell people to ring that bell.
Yes.
I've gotten a couple of notes from people that have said, oh, well, we saw the last video. How come we missed? And so we have to remind people to ring that bell. Okay, we'll be right back, folks. Okay, folks, so we have the July 2023 stats to show you and to interpret it a little bit, and not too much has changed. But we're going to start with Manatee County. Oh, wait a minute. Judy, I'm going to stop sharing. Say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Jimenez.
Okay.
And you're going to say, who are they? Well, I didn't know until yesterday. I was out in Lakewood Ranch. I was going to a realtor event and videoing the new amenity center in Azario. And this car went by. They stopped and rolled down the window, and they're yelling at me, Miss Phelps, Miss Phelps. And I walked over to the car. They said, Susan, where's Judy? They watch our videos.
Great.
It was so sweet of them to stop and let me know that they were watching our videos. They already moved in to Azario, and they're loving it.
Okay.
But they're still watching our videos.
Well, they might have friends.
And yeah, and we just we're glad to hear that, because we try so hard to give you, the best information and the most current information. So, hi there, Mr. and Mrs. Jimenez. Let's go on, and I'm going to share my screen now. Let's start with Sarasota County sales. Now, reminding you that this whole picture here is year over year. That gives us the best indication of what's happening in the market.
So July 22 compared to July 23.
Exactly. Right. Okay.
And I'm not showing up on your screen. I'm not sure if people are seeing me or not, but that's
well,
okay.
I see you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we always start off our report with looking at these statistics and then filling in the gaps. What we're seeing in Manatee County is, Sarasota County, your Manatee, is that single family home sales decreased by 6.6%. That means the number of closed sales. And then the condo sales decreased 8% by to 266 sales. That's that 22.1% in the Sarasota market that's somewhat significant, but we're still holding with prices. We see the median sales price in Sarasota County holding at $535 for single family homes and $389.5 for condos. That is a bit of a decrease for both of those numbers there. And we are always interested in inventory, because this is what sort of shifts our market. And we're still in a seller's market, people. We are still in a seller's market. And we're still seeing an increase year over year with the, based on 2022, an increase to 3.2 months for single family homes. Can you remember, Judy, last year it was like barely 1 month?
Yeah, 0.6 or 0.7.
Right, yeah. Something like that. And then a 3.4 month supply for resale and condos. So that's quite an increase. And we look at days to contract, meaning the day based on the day that it went to market, and then the day it's changed to pending on the market. We see that it's about the same as it was last month, 25 days for single family homes, and then 36 days for condos. So all in all, an interesting statement by our president of our association, Brian Tressiter, says that we have a stable market, and I've never heard it mentioned like this, but we have a unique buyer-seller ratio. Meaning that we have fewer participants on both sides of the track here. So that means that we're looking at a trend that is really stable. People say to me, "Oh, what's happening in Florida? It doesn't look good." And I said, but you know, we're just in the sweet spot. We are just stable as can be. So go for Manatee County now.
Manatee County. And again, I want to remind everybody, like I do every month, that these closed sales may or may not include new home construction, which we have a ton of up here. It generally gets put in if the builder has put it on the market before it sells, put it in MLS, or if somebody like Susan and I list it as sold data once we close a new home. So some of our numbers may or may not include new construction, and it's something that the Realtor Association MLS really doesn't have control over. So, okay. So back to Manatee. Our single family home sales were up about 10% year over year. Can't imagine how. It was so crazy last year, to 624 closed single family home sales, and condo sales were up at a figure of 249 this month at 22% up. So I think you said Sarasota condos went down 22.1%. They just drove over the county line. So there we are. Our median home price decreased ever so slightly at like around 1%, to $515 for single family homes and $350,000 for condos. Some of that I might say is we have more smaller homes being built, and in the last 2-3 years, and those first year transactions, people that decided that they didn't buy the right house, or Florida's not their thing. So I think that could be part of that. I think we have a lot of smaller homes being sold here. Time to contract for single family homes is 29 days, which is over 200%, 222% increase. And condo sales are up 47 days, 422%. I will say the last 2 years in the summer, we've had more of the snowbirds staying through the summer, and this year I don't think there's as many of them here, so that might be contributing. We've traffic everywhere though, but I think that might be contributing it to part of our longer time. Is the people that are looking for their winter homes generally don't do a lot of that in July. So, but year over year it's up considerably for the stay time, but 47 days is not terrible, especially for condos, because that's a very special buyer niche and all of that.
Right.
Single family home inventory is 2.7 months. So it's up about 8%. I mean, ever so little bit. And condo supply is about 3.2 months. Again, they're taking a little longer to sell. Part of our supply issues that we read about is the people who have lower mortgages aren't necessarily selling their home and giving up those mortgages.
Right. I'm going to stop sharing this, Judy, because I know that you've been really busy, and you've got kind of a unique situation here that we sort of touched on in a previous video about opportunities for people to avoid that interest rate that seems to be normalizing. Yep. You know, we're close to 7 right now, if not there.
Yes. I just read something, I think it was 7.4, 7.2, 7.4% was the latest interest rate this morning. Yeah. So it's up there. But we talked about rate buy downs and things. But yeah, I do have a neat situation. It's a home that's coming to market next week. We're just waiting on photography. House is in great shape, but it is somebody that is a veteran, has a VA loan, and they have an assumable VA loan. Of course, somebody has to be eligible, have their certificate of eligibility and everything buttoned up to take on that opportunity. But in our area, we do have a lot of people that come from MacDill Air Force Base and a lot of Coast Guard people. I have a lot of neighbors that are Coast Guard. So we got some great opportunities, and many of those are veterans. So it's a 4-bedroom home, one story on preserve. I'm not going to say the place yet until it gets listed. So I'll get in trouble, but but it's like a year old. It's a relocation. So that is where those opportunities are coming up, is people that are here unexpectedly on a short term and then going out of state. So it's a unique opportunity. And I have another home also in that range. Well, actually in the higher 4s. That's going to be on the market very soon. We're doing photography today. So yeah, like Susan and I are still busy. We have listings. We have, should I give them what I've done the last 10 days?
Good.
We closed on 2 properties. I personally have listed, we'll about list 2 properties, and I've had 2 buyers go under contract in the last 10 days, and had all of my windows in my home replaced with hurricane impact windows, amongst other crazy things. So,
and your cat.
And my cat did for a couple of days. My old kidney failure cat. So
all right, yeah, that's activity. There's still a lot of activity.
Yeah. If your home's priced right, and if you're a serious buyer, we can find things. One of my buyers put in a contract 2 days after it hit the market. So those short things are still happening.
Yes, they are.
And some people who are listing homes think that they can do like they did in early 2022 and just put it on the market and not move boxes out of the way or not prop that home properly. Those homes are lingering because there are choices. There are a few more choices now.
Right. And it has to be priced appropriately. There's a 2 homes in back of us that were put on the market. One owner, appropriately priced, 1 day on the market, pending.
Boom. Yep.
It's very, very hyper local in terms of resales, and even in terms of new home sales. We need to know what you want and what your dreams and desires are, and we're going to try our best to fit you into that right neighborhood, the right area that's going to offer the amenities that you like. And I'm not just talking about amenities in a new home community,
right?
But what's available in the surrounding areas. Look, we've got to get a video up of your 2 new listings soon, as soon as they're on the market. I have one that's listed in Beach Walk. Again, another situation where somebody has to relocate sooner than they thought. So, keep in touch, keep watching our videos, subscribe and like, and ring that bell so that you know what is coming on the market and how to navigate the market, whether it be new homes or whether it be resales.
Right. Resales, like I think we were chatting before this too. Resales offer things some of the new builds don't, like different size lots. Or like my neighborhood is more than half preserve, at which I was crawling through looking for the cat. But there's our lots are wide, our lots are deep. Just little differences, the way the houses are designed are different, a different feel to them. So the new houses are great and offer a lot of great things, but then there's the right fit for resale too.
Yes,
3-car garages were more common 20 years ago than right now. So
we had a comment on one of our videos, Judy, that we can speak to in terms of new home sales in Florida. Florida Realtors Association will pull together information about what's happening in the state and in terms of new home sales, we continue to see an increase year over year and from month to month in new home sales. So that's really not, there's a lot of reasons for that, but it's still a very desirable market throughout Florida, but especially in our area.
Yes, Manatee's.
Yeah, we're so lucky to live here.
So, yep. And then, life gets crazy around here. We just drive by the beach. You get that little vitamin D from the sun, little salt water in your lungs, and, breathe
Oh, I had a friend here,
like
Judy. Yeah, I did a staycation last week or the week before. Had a friend down here. I contacted this company that actually rents lounge chairs and umbrellas in a certain spot on Siesta Key Beach. And for X amount, you can have 2 chairs and an umbrella set up for you, and you can stay there all day.
Perfect. Now lugging the stuff to the sand.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, and there's lots of things.
I was going to say, speaking of that, lugging stuff to the sand, both Sarasota and Manatee are adding more of the handicap, the wheelchair accessible mats.
Right.
So that you can get more people to the beach too. So there's so much to do around here and so much fun.
There is so much to do.
I like to rent kayaks too, go with a guide, because I don't have to look at, I have my little tiny car. There's nowhere to put a kayak. So you get in the water, you go around, and then you leave them the kayak and you go home. It's fantastic.
We did that from the Bay Park, the new Bay Park down on near downtown Sarasota. So, I was really surprised being at the beach, being a resident. I don't go to the beach very much, even though I live around the corner. But there are all kinds of things to do out there. There's this one tiki boat that goes by, and if you can get your group to join ranks, you can get on that tiki boat and then go up and down the beach. There's people that are doing parasailing, and renting surfboards and renting kayaks and so forth. Yep. So lots to do on the water.
So much fun. Yep. So, that's why we live here.
That's why we live here, even though we don't do it every weekend.
I walk every day. I walk outside every day. That's great.
All right. I think that pretty much
wraps it up. Still come join us. Call us.
Right.
Consider resales as much as new.
Definitely.
We love our new home partners.
Yes, we do.
A few more coming.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, we've got lots more coming. Oh, Judy. Well, let's not prolong this, but I went out to, I have 4 new home communities that I did a quick video on that are going to be price sensitive, and they're selling quick. So look for the video that's coming up soon on Avalon Woods, Pulte, is got Avanti, and then there's Nautique, and there's another one, but nonetheless, we have more and more information coming to you. Judy's on top of it out there in Manatee County. Judy, I have a feeling all of them are going to be wanting to hire you soon, so don't go there. All right. She is in those new home communities.
I sold a new villa yesterday, and we're waiting to do that video. We're just waiting for the model to be done. So it's like 95% done. So.
Oh, good. Okay. So folks, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We hope you enjoy it.
We appreciate you.
Watch. We do. All righty. Till the next time. Bye-bye.